Today, we dive into one of the most highly anticipated storylines on Days of Our Lives, the unraveling of the mystery surrounding Sarah's tragic accident. For weeks, viewers have been anxiously watching as the truth about what really happened the night of the crash has remained hidden. But now, it seems that Eric is on the verge of finally uncovering the real culprit behind the accident that changed everything. If you've been following this gripping tale, you'll want to know how the truth will come to light and what's in store for Fiona, the woman responsible for it all. For those who may not recall, the accident that left Sarah seriously injured was a turning point in Salem. Lives were shattered, relationships were torn apart, and yet the person truly responsible for the crash has remained hidden in plain sight: Fiona. Viewers know that Fiona was the one behind the wheel that fateful night, but instead of taking responsibility for her actions, she chose a more sinister path. Rather than confessing, Fiona coldly and calculatingly pinned the blame on Brady. Her secret has remained buried for quite some time, leaving Brady to suffer for a crime he didn't commit. As the walls of Fiona's deception have grown thicker, Brady now finds himself behind bars, paying the price for someone else's reckless actions. To make matters worse, no one suspected Fiona, not even those closest to her. She masterfully hid her guilt, watching from the shadows as Brady's life unraveled, all while continuing to protect her dark secret. But secrets have a way of coming out in Salem, and it seems that Fiona's carefully crafted web of lies is about to come crashing down around her. Next week, the story takes a dramatic turn as Eric uncovers a crucial piece of evidence that could change everything. After piecing together subtle clues and revisiting the events of that fateful night, Eric makes a shocking realization: Fiona was with Brady the night of Sarah's accident. This new information sets off alarm bells in Eric's mind, and he knows that something isn't adding up. Determined to get to the truth, Eric confronts Fiona in a tense and emotional showdown. He sits her down, and with all the gravity of someone who's just made a life-changing discovery, mentions that her presence with Brady the night of the accident raises serious questions. Eric is nothing if not methodical, and he makes it clear that he knows more than Fiona is comfortable with. As the conversation unfolds, the tension between them escalates, and viewers will be on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how Fiona responds to this bombshell accusation. In this upcoming confrontation, the stakes couldn't be higher. Eric, who has spent so long searching for answers, is ready to declare Fiona as the getaway driver, the person who caused Sarah's accident and then left Brady to take the fall. This moment is a turning point in the storyline, and fans will be watching closely to see how Fiona reacts when her secret is finally brought into the light. Will Fiona confess under the pressure of Eric's accusations? It's hard to say. Fiona is a character who has always been adept at keeping her emotions in check and manipulating situations to her advantage. She's kept this secret hidden for so long, and it's unlikely she'll simply crumble at the first hint of exposure. Fiona may try to weasel her way out of the situation by throwing up another defense, or even attempting to shift the blame once again. But Eric is persistent, and he's not one to back down easily when he's this close to the truth. There's also the possibility that Fiona could become desperate as the walls close in on her. Desperate people in Salem are capable of anything, and Fiona may resort to extreme measures to protect her secret. Could she concoct another elaborate lie to throw Eric off her trail? Or will her guilt finally catch up with her, leading her to confess the truth once and for all? If Eric succeeds in exposing Fiona, the consequences will be enormous. Brady, who has been wrongfully imprisoned, could finally be exonerated. This revelation would be a massive turning point for his character, and it could lead to dramatic shifts in his relationships with those who believed he was guilty, including Eric. Brady has lost so much because of this crime, and his eventual release would come with its own set of emotional repercussions. Will Brady be able to forgive those who doubted him? And more importantly, will he be able to forgive Fiona for ruining his life? Fiona, on the other hand, will face the full brunt of the law if she's exposed. Her carefully constructed facade will crumble, and her life as she knows it will be over. Not only will she face legal consequences for her actions, but her reputation in Salem will be shattered beyond repair. Fiona's betrayal runs deep, and those closest to her will feel the sting of her deception for years to come. But if Fiona manages to slip through the cracks once again, the mystery could deepen even further. Eric's discovery may just be the beginning of a larger, more intricate puzzle, one that could take the storyline in an even more dramatic direction. One thing is for sure, next week's episode is set to be a game changer for Eric, Fiona, Brady, and everyone else affected by the accident. Eric's relentless search for the truth will finally lead him to a revelation that could upend everything, and Fiona's fate will hang in the balance. Whether she confesses or continues to fight, the fallout from this discovery will send shockwaves through Salem. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.